My sister looked me straight in the eye and said, "You can cry later. This day's mine," after stealing my wedding date and venue. Can you imagine your own family, the people who are supposed to love you most, conspiring to steal the most important day of your life? That's what happened to me, Olivia. My sister, Amber, with my parents' blessing, looked me dead in the eye and told me my wedding day belonged to her now. What they didn't know was the secret my fiancé, Ryan, was hiding, a secret that would unravel everything and make me question if I ever truly knew my family at all. Trust me, what happened next will make you question everything you thought you knew about loyalty. Growing up with Amber was like living in a constant, exhausting competition I never signed up for. I was 2 years her senior, and I genuinely tried to be the supportive big sister. But our parents created this environment where Amber's needs always seemed to shine brighter than mine. My achievements at school? Polite acknowledgements. Amber's average grades? Elaborate celebrations. It wasn't that they didn't love me, it just felt like they loved her more visibly, more enthusiastically. By the time I hit adulthood, I'd built a life separate from their subtle favoritism. I poured myself into my education and career, eventually landing my dream job as a creative director at Pinnacle Advertising in Chicago. My work became my identity, my colleagues my chosen family. I excelled at crafting narratives that resonated with people, never realizing my own family narrative was so incredibly fractured. Then I met Ryan Collins. It was during a national advertising conference in New York. He was tall, with piercing blue eyes and an easy confidence. After my presentation on emotional storytelling, he approached me, handed me his business card, and said, "Your understanding of human connection is remarkable. I'd love to discuss a potential collaboration." Ryan was different. As the CEO of a financial consulting firm, he exuded ambition and intelligence. Our first date, meant for coffee, stretched into dinner as we discovered shared passions for architectural photography, obscure foreign films, and kayaking. Within weeks, we were inseparable. Ryan's intensity drew me in. He focused on me completely when we were together, making me feel truly seen for perhaps the first time in my life. "You're extraordinary, Olivia," he'd say, tucking my hair behind my ear. Most people don't recognize what they have in front of them. But I do. 6 months into our relationship, I realized I knew surprisingly little about Ryan's past. He'd deflect personal questions with practiced ease, changing subjects or answering vaguely. When I asked about his family, he'd just say they were no longer in contact, no elaboration. His social media presence was minimal, his friends mostly business associates I rarely met twice. "My work requires discretion," he explained. "I've consulted for high-profile clients who value privacy." It seemed reasonable, given his field, and his reluctance to share only made the information he did reveal feel more intimate, more special. When I introduced Ryan to my parents and Amber at Thanksgiving, my mother's approval was immediate, almost gushing. "He's so accomplished, Olivia, and handsome too," she cooed while Ryan charmed them with stories of business successes. Amber, though, watched him with undisguised interest, asking pointed questions about his income and lifestyle that made me cringe. "Your sister seems very curious about my finances," Ryan remarked afterward, his tone light but his expression guarded. "That's just Amber," I sighed. "She's always been focused on status." 8 months into our relationship, Ryan proposed during a weekend trip to Lake Michigan. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.